we are looking at the Rossi Retox. And why don't we just...
I don't know why we
pause. And I'm going to let these guys talk about the graphics.
If you are a graphics fan, which I know a lot of you are, I love this top sheet. It is absolutely fantastic. Who wouldn't love the capping jaws going up for a little mouse floating on the water? It's absolutely fantastic. You don't need stickers. Specs, nothing to laugh at either. But if you like top sheets, this one's really fun.
Okay, end of review, we're done. So that's the pause. The Rossignol Retox. And you know, it's a short, stubby little guy. This is a 150, and it rides a lot bigger than its size. We were riding this with the jib saw, and we felt like it was, even though this is a 150 and we were riding 55 jib saws and jib saw heavy duty, we felt like this was right there with them, even like almost felt even bigger.
Right.
A little slower edge to edge. It's definitely more on the mid-wide side of things. I think it appeals more to, like, especially as you size up to a bigger foot. As you can see, like, there's space, you know, between, yeah, there's a little space, especially for a 150. So that's kind of fun. It's got a good amount of camber with just a little bit of early rise, which is kind of fun. You can kind of see it just a little early transition, and it made it a lot more fun to carve. It's got, like, let me put my little remote away here. It's got a nice, like, medium, like, flex, wouldn't you guys say? Like, I would have thought this would have been softer, but it's more, definitely more of a medium flex. It doesn't have magna traction, but it still holds its edge really well. I just find that these hybrid camber shapes, as long as the edge isn't fucked with, you've got a really good grip. It really puts pressure down a little earlier, so it's closer to your bindings and gives you a little more edge hold. I just felt this thing felt a little stubby to me, especially switching back and forth through the jib saws. I definitely preferred the jib saws over the paws or the Retox, but I still think it was a fun board, and it has some real positive traits and
good flow.
Yeah, it's just really, like, yeah, it just feels like a wide, stubby kind of fun ride, but you know,
it's a fun ride. I just have one thing. It's like at higher speeds, I wish it acted more like a cambered board. It lacked a little bit of that, just hugging the edge and tight turns on the higher speed.
Yeah, yeah.
But besides that, the regular groomers and even off groomer kind of stuff, it'll hold. It's just the higher end kind of stuff, the steeper and higher speeds, keep it mellower than that.
Yes, it rides like a longboard.
Yeah, it's like a stubby fish, you know, like the surfing trends where you get into these shorter, fatter boards, and it kind of feels that way. I kind of would have liked to have seen, even though like it couldn't handle speed that well, it had a little bit of that clown shoe thing going on. I would have liked to have seen a softer, an even softer flex, especially between the feet. So it'd be a little more like, especially since we're riding a 150,
right?
Like a little more jib friendly, a little more park playful.
With the size, it's easy for spin weight to have it being that small. If it was more flexy, you could jib it around a lot more too.
Yeah, and I'm sure it softens up over time, and you know, has a nice, like, you know, bend in the middle as it goes along. But I don't know, you know, you're a mid-wide, I'm a 9, you're a 9, and we're all just kind of about it. It's not perfect, it's not amazing, but it's definitely not a bad board. It's kind of middle ground. I mean, like, if I had my choice between the Retox and the jib saw, I would choose the jib saw.
Right.
But I think if you want a shorter, like, board that's more spinny, you know, with less swing weight, in a smaller size, you know, you could go Retox too.
But if you wanted the board to snowboard and have a bathroom decoration, this is the one to go.